All right, folks, this is a 2004 Toyota Tundra. We are installing the Skid Row cat shield. So it came in 3 pieces, 1, 2, and 3 there in one big box from Skid Row, as you guys can see right there. This guy here, I got it for, I think it's about a little over 500, like 504 or something like that. Basically, a few weeks ago, this is my father-in-law here, he got his attempted cat was cut off, but they only cut off the tubing, I mean the piping, so they couldn't get to it. So luckily the lights turned on and I think they got scared. So today we're gonna install the cat shield. So it's a really easy install. You want to make sure that you put these carriage bolts facing the inside, so that nobody can access it. So basically you can only access it once you put it on and off. This is the front piece. If you guys notice how it's like a little triangle, it's wide up here and it's a little thinner down here. You're gonna have to drill to your cross member. So it should be fairly easy. These are what the screws look like right here. These little square carriage bolts here. So what the drill, I already looked at it, we have to drill, and then the front is going to be held on by previously 2 previous holes that's from the factory. Let me show you guys right here real quick. Oops. So this is the setup that it's going to look like. So I'll show you guys right here. So here's your 2 cats. Here's 1, here's 2. This is your cross member that you're going to have to drill into. If you look on this end, there's a little hole right here. The washer that you get from Skid Row is large enough that it's not going to fall through. So it's going to look something like this. I'll drill a hole through here. This piece is going to go through there, and then this is going to be sitting up top like that. And this does not fall through the hole. Let me show you guys real quick. It will not fall through the hole. I tried attempting to do it, but it won't fall through. So this is the hole right here that we're going to be drilling from underneath, right? So if you guys can see this part, let me see if I can angle it. So it's right about here. So no matter what I try, it's not going to fall through. So the carriage bolts should go through, and then you put the washer there, thread it, and you should be good to go. Now, your 2 previous holes that I was talking about, this is the front end of the car, is gonna be right here. So there's one already right here. So this is where you guys tie the front tires at. You have your wishbone and your frame. 1, the other one, you keep going, and 2. So it'll be right there. So as soon as I bolt on those 2, it should hold the cat shield, and then from the bottom piece right here, I'll just have to drill and go from there. So I'm gonna do this guy off camera real quick, and then we'll get back. All right, guys. So the hardest part was probably, I want to say, getting this guy underneath the car, because if you got a big belly like me, it's gonna be kind of tight. So as soon as you get these 2 bolts in, it literally just holds itself. So now I just got to get some C-clamps, hold this up to the cross member. Let me see if I can show you guys. So those are the 2 factories. This guy protects it up there. Now this guy's gonna go to the cross member right here. And I mean, if they want to cut it, they can cut it, but they can't really get that side over there. Alright, guys, so we hit a little road bump here. So the carriage bolt here will fit, but it's not perfect actually. So the reason why was, I thought, as you guys can see here, right, the little hole right here, I thought that it was gonna come out to here and I could just drill a hole here, but actually it comes out a little more to the left. So I don't have any holes on top to hold it. There's this one here, but this one's like totally, this one's like all over here. And the carriage bolt hole is right here, which is directly kind of like where my finger's at. So I'm gonna have to drill a hole up here and go from there. But slightly modified it. I saw a picture on Skid Row. Some of the frames are straight, but this one it's also curved as well. And I looked at one of the photos on their website. They have it set up the same exact way as well. So I'm not too worried about that. I thought it was the wrong thing that we ordered, but it wasn't. So we're gonna go ahead and get this drilled and then go from there. All right. So the standard one that Skid Row gives you is a 3-inch 5/8 carriage bolt. So the cross member for my father-in-law's truck, you see how it bends up there? The 3-inch one does not work. So I went to my local Lowe's, got a couple extra, got a 3.5 and a 4-inch one. So I'm gonna test to see if those work a little better. So let me show you guys. So the one in the middle is the one Skid Row provides. The one on the left is a 3.5. The black one here is 4 inches. So let me show you guys what I was able to do. So you have to drill into the frame of the cross member. So broke a couple drill bits. I was able to get it through. Where's my? So I used the drill bit here to get it through. I took off the skid plate once again, just so I can easily drill through. So as you guys can see right here, this was the original hole that I was planning on using, but this is the one that I just drilled. This is the one on the passenger side. That's the one on the driver's side. So there's that. And this is the 3-inch that Skid Row provides. And notice how when I stick it through, let's see. So notice how when I stick it through, there's barely any space. And keep in mind, I have the skid plate's going to be basically right there, and I still have my washer and my nut that's supposed to go on top. So that's definitely not going to work. So this one is a 3.5 inch. This one will probably work pretty good. See if I can show you guys. Okay, so you see how this one works way better compared to the 3-inch. So once again, the skid plate's going to be right there where my finger's at, and I'll have plenty of space. And then this one is a 4-inch. I might use this one because it's black. This one goes all the way through. I'll have plenty of space on this one. Oops. So I have plenty of room on this. So I actually might end up using this one instead, just because it's black and it'll blend in with the skid plate better. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and hook these up. I'm gonna use the black one. Actually, I'll hook up the black one. But if there's anything off camera, I'll change it and I'll let you guys know. But now everything is done. The frame has been drilled, 2 holes. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the 2 tops once again. Once that's done, I'll finish up with the rears. And then we're complete with this Skid Row cat shield. Alright folks, here is the Skid Row cat shield for 2004 Tundra. 2-wheel drive V8. So basically what I did was I swapped out, they comes with the 3-inch one. I went and bought a 4-inch black one from Lowe's. I think it's a couple bucks. Then you have to drill into the cross member. A lot of the things the issue I ran here was the cross member on a lot of the other cars, I guess, was kind of straight, so it's a little easier. But for this one, it's, as you guys can see, it's curves. So that 3-inch one barely passed it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have problems with that one. So I have here installed. So here's that. Here's the install of that. And this is the original part where those freaking douchebags came in, attempted to cut off the cat. So yes, you can still cut off the cat, I guess, in this part, but this is the place where it protects your cat, right? So they can't really get inside here. I mean, with enough force, you can probably bend this and everything, but you got to be strong, man. Putting a lot of force on this is not freaking moving either. So will I say this works? Heck yeah, for now. I'd rather pay 500 bucks than a couple grand, right? So these are the 2 bolts to hold the bottom. 1, 2, and these are the one that holds the top. These are factory drilled holes already on the top 2, and this thing is solid. One big solid steel piece, so it's very beefy in my opinion. I think it's really good. So let's get out of here. So basically the tools you'll need is some drill bits. If you have some of these guys here, will come in clutch, especially when you're drilling. You'll need a 13, we use 13 millimeters and a 14 millimeters here. And yeah, that's that. So hopefully everything works, and if you guys decide to get one, I would say get it while you guys still have your cats. So let's see. You can't even tell unless you go under. This side. Yep, down low.